Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Navpreet. I hope you all are doing well. I am back again with most awaited video from my viewers regarding my journey of becoming a registered nurse here in Canada. So in this video I am going to talk regarding my experiences of becoming a nurse here in Canada. I will be talking regarding the programs that I took in order to finish my nursing education down here. I will be sharing regarding the colleges that I selected in order to do those nursing programs. I will be talking regarding part-time jobs I was doing while doing my nursing education down here. And on top of that, I will be sharing that how I got my PR. Was it through the nursing job or through the non-nursing field job? I will be talking regarding my NNAS process as well with the timeline so that you can know how long it took me to become a nurse down here. So in this video, I am going to share my journey after finishing my nursing education in my home country to the time of becoming a registered nurse here in Canada. So friends, without wasting any time, let's just go over the video. My journey of becoming a registered nurse in Canada started after finishing 4 years of nursing education program in back home, that was India. So I finished my education. As soon as I passed out my education, I got my certificates. I started preparing for IELTS and then I got the desired score. And after that, because I was freshly passed out, so I thought I need to have some experience before even moving to Canada. So I started working in the hospital. Meanwhile, side by side, I started looking agent who can help me to find a good nursing program and a good nursing college here in Canada. So then I ended up meeting in Skull team. I chose Niagara College and they offered me critical care nursing, and this course comes with clinical hours. So I said okay, yes, so I will go with a course that will offer me some experience working with the Canadian populations. It was just like, okay, I can go for it. So they applied for all the paperwork. I got the visa and everything, and side by side I was able to do my 6 months of clinical experience that make up to around 1100 clinical hours, so which were good enough. Here in Canada they consider around 1100 plus hours as 1 year of experience. I got my visa and I moved to Canada in September 2015 to Niagara College as I took critical care nursing. But then there was a twist that I ended up finishing my study in palliative care multidiscipline at Niagara College. So what happened? In the first, they said they don't have enough seats in critical care nursing. Then we were kind of really shocked because moving to a completely different country, and at that time my mind was set, okay, the critical care nursing is my course. I'm gonna finish my education and it will help me to get the nursing evaluation done. But then we got to know they don't have any seats here, and they said they are creating a palliative care multidiscipline and they have seats in that. Unfortunately, I ended up choosing palliative care nursing, and side by side I was looking for part-time job. As you know, by September it's almost fall time and it's very hard to get a job here in Canada as a student when you come here. And there were days of snow, and we are like the group of 3-4 people, and we were looking for jobs, dropping off our resumes, and finally after 2.5 months I was able to get part-time job in a food industry, in a food restaurant in Niagara Falls. So yeah, but that was also on weekend, but at least something better than nothing. And on the weekdays I was going to my school, doing my education, finishing my assignments and stuff. And then I finished my education. It was a time for a full-time job, and then I worked 40 hours per week and I was able to collect some money for my second year of study. So for second year program I moved to Saskatchewan. I took continuing care assistant program from Parkland College in Yorkton campus. So continuing care assistant is basically a PSW program. I know it was a big decision that I took undergraduate program, but for me getting PR was more priority rather than getting a nursing license. So I ended up choosing CCA. This program was consist of clinicals as well. We had experience working in the home care setting, in nursing home, working with the Canadian residents. That what attracted me the most in order to get the experience here working with the Canadian population. I finished my study program, and meanwhile I was working at McDonald's as a part-time job, and I kept working at McDonald's McDonald's because I was considering as option in order to get PR if nothing happened after getting CCA job. But luckily after finishing CCA I got a job opportunity and I started working as a CCA. So I was able to get the provincial nominee letter through my CCA job, and then I quit working with McDonald's. And after finishing my study I created my NNAS account on August 1st 2017. They sent me all those documents and I sent them back after signing them to India, to my nursing school for my registration board and for my employer experience that I have. Parents here, they helped me a lot to get those documents sent to the respective locations or places where I got my experience and education. So here I just want to thank you, my mom and dad. You were always by my side, and I was able to get advisory report within like 5 to 6 months. Jan 31st 2018 I was able to get my advisory report. Then I submitted that advisory report to CNO. And here I also want to mention that I applied for both LPN and RN program because getting diverted through talking with a lot of people, and they were saying sometimes it's hard to get RN eligibility, so apply for both. I applied for both. Through that I applied to CNO, so I got eligibility for LPN exam first, and within a month I was able to get my RN exam, that is NCLEX RN eligibility as well. Meanwhile, when I got the eligibility, I did my jurisprudence exam on May 10th 2018. I filled the CPNRE exam, so I did go for LPN exam first because everybody was saying it's easy and easy to crack it. So I decided let's go with the easy one and then go to the complex one. So my CPNRE exam I did pass in 16th October 2018. So then by the time I got my CPNRE exam passed, my safe practice was expired because I moved here in 2015 and it was almost 3 years. So I went to India for 3 months, and before even going to India I did talk to CNO on phone, and they were able to send me all the needed document in order to renew my safe practice. So I went to India, I took 400 clinical hours experience, and then after that I came back here. I resubmitted all the requested documents from CNO. I have to send my tickets and my boarding passes so they know actually I was in India and I was physically present there, and I did work at the hospital in order to get experience. So I was able to get the experience on official letterhead. So I took the needed experience and submitted them, and meanwhile my language was going through because I was working as a CCA. I was able to get the letter from my manager. I also write on a self-explanatory letter like how I think I am a good candidate, that I am meeting a language requirement, how good I am at in all the 4 modules of language. Then the committee from the CNO, they reviewed my application, and then my clinical experience got approved. My language was approved, the requirements were met, and I was able to finally get my LPN license in April 29th. Then I thought, okay, now it's time to go for NCLEX RN. So everybody gets goosebumps when you think about NCLEX RN because I think it's a very hard exam, and this is how you guided by your seniors as well. They speak from their own experience, but that doesn't mean that you have to follow that, right? Just follow your own instinct. So I just want to say here, just listen to yourself. If you have done nursing and you trust yourself, just go for it. So then I started studying for NCLEX. At that time I was working full-time, but then I chose, okay, NCLEX RN is my main motive, right, to invest my time to study. So I went to part-time job. I was still working as a CCA because on the other side I was still waiting for my PR. I did prepare for NCLEX for almost 2 to 3 months literally because I did practice a lot of questions. I did go through my theory overall. I was practicing questions, so I had my concepts aligned. I booked my exam for 21st June 2019, and luckily I passed my NCLEX RN in 75 questions. So after that my all other requirements were met. So I got the mail from CNO that I am registered as a nurse here in Ontario and I can start working and I can use that title. After that I also got my PR through CCA program. This is how I got my license, and side by side I got my PR as well. I was still in Saskatchewan. My plan was to move to Ontario. Then the COVID hit in March. Then the plan got disrupted again. I already got a job up there. I was giving interviews. So then I have to drop my plan. Then it was in June and July. Then I got landed with 3 job opportunities. But the best one I like was full-time day shift rotation, 12-hour shifts. So I said yes, and we finally moved to Ontario in August 2020, and I started working. So this is how I became a registered nurse. And I just want to say, just believe in yourself, trust yourself, and if you are studying, focus on your study and don't get deviated. You have to cut off your social ties as well. Those 2 months will change your life. So this is how I got my license here in Canada. So yeah, I guess I got saved with my Indian clinical experience, because critical care nursing that I chose was converted to palliative care because they had not enough seats as said by the college. So but I got lucky enough that I had 1100 some hours of experience, and then my non-nursing program ZCA job helped me as well. Everybody's story is different, so you can always try to learn from the experience. So friends, that was all regarding my journey of becoming a nurse here in Canada. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you and have a wonderful day.